What's one thing that you learned from watching crime documentaries? I'll go first. Babe, if you're messing with a married man and you get pregnant, he tells you to get an abortion, please get the abortion, ma'am. Because he will kill you and that baby. It ain't even worth it because he gonna kill the baby anyway. So you might as well save your life. You will have another one. You will have another one because baby, he will kill you and that baby. Why risk two lives when you can save one? And then once you get the abortion, leave that man alone. Please leave that man alone. I cannot stress this enough. It's too many documentaries I didn't see where the side chick refuses to get an abortion and he comes and kills the woman and the child. They either kill them while they're pregnant or kill them when the baby's already born. The baby be too. And wow. What's one thing that you learned from watching crime documentaries?
Pay cash for everything. Make sure you go out of your way, like to a different state or something, to buy the stuff you need. Wear different size shoes, either smaller or bigger than what yours are. Make sure you wear gloves and tie your hair up. If you want to do research, I would suggest doing research through books, not the internet. Keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything to anyone, even your best friend. Honestly, do it yourself. Don't pay anyone to do it. It's really hard to get a decent alibi without having people around. So plan that out a little better. And if you're gonna dismember someone for legal reasons, this is a joke, make sure you take out the wisdom teeth and the molars. All the teeth, but those ones specifically because those can be hidden.
What's one thing that you learned from watching crime documentaries?
If you're trying to discard a body by throwing it into a river, a lake, a body of water, body of water, you gotta puncture the lungs. I hope TOK don't take this down. But yeah, you gotta puncture the lungs so that the body don't rise up to the surface of the water. Also, I don't think I learned this one in a crime documentary, but if you wanna stab somebody and leave no evidence, you gotta stab them with the icicle and then leave the icicle in and it'll melt and there will be no more evidence. Evidence will be gone. Or like with a ice bow and arrow, that works too. No fingerprints. They can't get you. They don't even have a unalive weapon. Yeah. Also, I saw this girl on TikTok a while ago say that if you put insulin underneath somebody's tongue, like a lot of it, they will and the mark will be so small underneath their tongue that they're not gonna know what unalive that person. Okay, bye.
What's one thing that you learned from watching crime documentaries?
I learned how to get away with it. Tip number 1, leave your cell phone or anything else that tracks you at home. Then you're going to need 2 accomplices. I know who mine are. Do you know who yours would be? Accomplice A is going to stay at their house and text you periodically on the phone that you left at your home. Accomplice B, she's going to come to your home and reply back to Accomplice A's text messages as if they were you. It doesn't have to be a lot of text messages. 2 or 3 is plenty. It's just to make it seem like you were definitely at home. Tip number 2, never ever take out a new life insurance policy or up your current one. There are cases where the insurance company caught the criminal before the cops did. These insurance companies do not want to pay out and they will do anything to keep their money. And if someone takes a new life insurance policy out on you, leave. And tip number 3, we discussed this on another post, clean up with either hydrogen peroxide or OxyClean, not bleach. Hydrogen peroxide will cause luminol tests to fail, so it'll be like there's no blood. Allegedly, of course.
What's one thing that you learned from watching crime documentaries?
I'll do you one better. 2 years ago, I attended the Police Academy Writers Convention, where it is dedicated to crime, mystery, and murder. And you talk to an entire panel of police detectives, FBI agents, medical examiners, toxicology experts, the whole nine. Let me tell you something. Luminol detects everything. So that hydrogen peroxide BS that people are saying, it will detect that. If you're going to dispose of a body, do not wrap it up in any type of plastic. It's actually going to preserve the body and preserve the evidence. It's actually the perfect thing to get latent prints from. Dude, they taught us all kinds of shit, like blood splatter. Do you know that when a body burns, it starts to split apart like pulled pork? So I couldn't even eat pork for a hot minute. Let me know if you want to know more.
What's one thing that you learned from watching crime documentaries?
Don't tell nobody. Don't ask nobody for no help. Don't have nobody promise you they ain't gonna snitch on you. Do it on your own. Don't look up nothing with your phone. Don't look up nothing on no device that you got in your house. Collect your research over time. This needs to be meticulous and planned out. Let it take a year if it got to. Okay? Do not take your cell phone with you. Leave that bitch at home. You do not need it. Keep all your information up here. Wear shoes that are too small. Nothing too big. They'll know. If it's a crime that you did commit and there's cameras around, disguise yourself. Put on contact. Baby, you're black, paint yourself white. Put a wig on. Wear gloves, long gloves that cover your wrists and your fingers. Dress up from the neck down. Don't have no skin, any skin out, cover. Don't burn nothing. Buy that little fume stuff that melt everything. And if you're real crazy, you real sick, cut the body up and spread it everywhere. I know some more. Come back later.
What's one thing that you learned from watching crime documentaries? I'll go first.
Ooh, I got this. I'm a forensic psychologist. I haven't needed to watch true crime documentaries to learn these things because I live true crime documentaries every day. So here you go. Guard dog 1. Guard dog 2. I got motion sensors on every possible entry point with my alarm system. If I'm out walking or jogging, which is rare, but if I am, my hair is up and under a cap so it can't be grabbed. And I'm never listening to headphones, at least fully, so I can be fully aware of my surroundings. I back into my garage all the time, so if ever I am coming or going and someone tries to ambush me, I can just right out. And I stay hyper vigilant, always.
What's one thing that you learned from watching crime?
As an attorney and lover of true crime podcasts, I understand that this advice is going to go against everything that we've been taught about cooperating with law enforcement. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't, because we should. However, if you have been arrested for a crime that you did not commit, or you are being questioned about a crime that you believe the police think you are implicated in, you have a narrative now. You have this story. You have excuses that you cannot wait to tell police. You just want to get it out there so you can walk scot-free out that door. Pro tip, don't. Shut your mouth. Shut it. The only words that should be coming out of your mouth are, I am exercising my right to remain silent and I request an attorney. You must unambiguously request that attorney. Your attorney knows your rights better than you do. Your attorney will be able to tell your story better than you can, likely. The police do not want to exclude you, they want to include you. Doesn't matter how innocent you actually are, it matters what they can prove.
What's one thing that you learned from watching crime documentaries?
I got a few things. If you are a female, put on a wig. You don't need your hair falling out, okay? If it's gonna be any hair fall out, it needs to be from Shorty who lives in India, okay? Don't tell nobody, not even your mom. Don't tell nobody, don't try and bring nobody with you. Leave your phone at home, but make sure that motherfucker is still on. Do not wear your own shoes. Go to Walmart, pick you up a nice fresh pair of Skechers that are 2 sizes too big or 2 sizes too small, preferably too small. Don't try and take the corpse anywhere. Leave it right there, okay? You don't want no residue, none of that on you or in your car. If you have no soul, go ahead and take a shower at their house. That way when you leave looking clean. Then when you get back to your house, sneak in, then make a whole bunch of noise in your room so that people will think you've been home.
What's one thing that you learned from watching crime documentaries?
Police Detective Lieutenant Joe Kenda, 23 years, retired, 387 homicide, 92% closure rate, and the other 8%, he just can't criminally convict them yet. He said, and I quote, "If they verbally abuse you, they will physically abuse you. If they physically abuse you, they will kill you. It's not a matter of if, but when."